allow the two children to have the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
Off your mind.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make
person talk. Hello there. You're welcome to Maiyegun's Diary Political tonight. There's a lot to catch up on. And if you have enough time to spend with me tonight, I would say grab the drink, grab the the snacks, and relax. There's a lot to catch up on today. Just what I told yesterday. I mean, what I told you yesterday. Just the same way I said yesterday that this is going to be in sequence. Okay, the event is just unfolding about the ongoing protest in Nigeria by the young people in Nigeria. Okay, so it's going to be in sequence, like one after the other. At some point, you are going to the youths in Nigeria right now. They have succeeded in forcing the hand of the cabal, the people in charge of Nigeria, and they are giving some now, like it's like they are giving what do you call it? Trying to to give some concession in the whole negotiation until when they will not be able to give again because the people have more to ask for. So the journey to what is still to happen in Nigeria in the next couple of days and weeks and months and years is just unfolding, and you should sit back, relax, and do not miss any part of it at all. So if you are joining me again on Maiyegun's Diary Political, ask yourself, have you subscribed? Or you just get, you just bumped on this and you just want to enjoy it and leave? You should subscribe. Today on Maiyegun's Diary Political channel, I have members, you know what I mean? Paying members who believe strongly in Maiyegun, and they will do everything to support Maiyegun. Your own support should start from subscribing. Click that button now. Copy the link. Go and share it everywhere you have followers. Tell them that Maiyegun is live. A lot happened today about the End SARS program, our protest rather. A lot happened all over Nigeria. Some of you have catch up on the old story on the Twitter, on Facebook, whatever platform you have managed to grab it. But not every one of us can deny of the ongoing protest in Nigeria, and that the government, the regime, the tyrannical regime of Buhari is shifting ground. So for the first time, after playing the Anki Panky, the hide and seek game, they finally Sorosuke. They finally said they have accepted all the demands of the protesters, the young people in Nigeria. That's a victory. So if you have participated in this protest, either physically or online, which actually did a lot in support of those who are on ground. So you should give yourself a pat in the back. But there are so many nitty-gritty, so many, things that happened across the country today. Even though the government of Buhari have decided that they are going to honor the request of the protesters, and in fact, SARS is banned forever. Great. When you ban some criminals, they should not be seen or found with guns. Any SARS officer you see anywhere with gun is doing an illegal job. Therefore, he is a criminal. But do not be deceived. Banning SARS, setting up inquiry, investigative inquiry, or a presidential panel, or whatever they want to call it, to investigate and prosecute the cases of police assault and SARS murderous actions too. To get to that, people are now saying, fine, if they have agreed, why are the police now killing us still? Why are the soldiers beating us on the street? I told you last night. They are going to pretend to give everything. They are going to promise everything. Then expect you to give them time. Now, in the process of asking you to give them time, they are going to ask the protesters to go away and go home. So when you go home, Baba, you don't lose Ambidato. You will never go back on that street again. If you attempt to, trust me, you will never have that number again. This is a shocker to them. If you don't get everything you want, you will never get anything. And there are so many dictators in Nigeria. Nigeria's system is built for dictators to reign. Powerful people. People who will beg you to vote for them so that they can be your governor, they can be your president, they can be anything or everything. Then once they become that, they become lord over you. They can tell you how to live. They can tell you where to live. They can tell you when to sleep or when to stay awake. And they believe they have the power to do everything and tell you how to live. In fact, even if you are struggling and suffering, they still believe that they have the right to tell you how to react. You dey beat pikin, you dey tell them how to cry. You know, be evil person. Wike, the wicked Wike, started bragging late last night, warning people in Port Harcourt never to come out. If they dare come out, parents were to warn their children. If they come out to protest, blah, 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 black sheep, something will happen. But the youth told him, you better be prepared and give enough weapons to your soldiers who are going to stop us. We will march today and you will not stop us. That's exactly what happened in Port Harcourt. Wike didn't stop them. He couldn't stop them. He ended up joining them and supporting End SARS Now. Yes, the government has made so many declarations, many press releases. All of them are still very much on paper. It is not going to be the first time, not the second time. It's not the third time. In fact, brethren, it is not the fourth time. It will, in fact, on record, be the fifth time they are telling you they were going to reform police. By the time you rant a bit, you go back to your lives. And when you go back to your life, until someone else is killed, your rage never really comes back. Even when the rage comes back, you never really have the stamina, the courage to stand up and say enough until now. So they are playing the old card. Underground, they have no plan, absolute no plan. If they deceive you and you agree, you are on your own as usual. But for those I have seen so far, even though they've started fighting themselves too, some of them who have become so prominent because of the NSAS protest in Nigeria, young people who actually dared the security forces in Nigeria, who tried to shut them up. Those young men and women, they have also started abusing their privilege. There has been accusation of mismanagement of money. There has been rivalry among them. Who should be given the most recognition? Who should not be given? They were dragging themselves too. But there's something. The people who are actually making up the numbers, they don't give a damn about whoever is trying to fight for his own role as I'm the one who is this or that. I am the leader of this or that. They have been very, very clear. We have no leader. And our demands are very clear. 5 demands. Buhari said they are going to do everything for them. In fact, in another 1 week, they are going to set up a panel that will begin to hear the cases of blah, 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 blah. But it is all lies to buy time, to warn you out, intimidate you until you stop protesting. It is as simple as that. There is nothing. And this is why. While they were telling you that they are changing things, the abuses will stop. The harassment will stop. Those arrested will be released. On and on and on and on. And they are pretending on the side to be doing that, by the way. They have released some protesters. The young men arrested in Abuja, the 12 of them, which they released 9 of them. The remaining 3 they charged for attempted murder on the life of Ogun State politicians. They called them dignitaries, bunch of criminals. So they sued. They wanted to charge. In fact, they charged those young men for murder, attempted murder. Eventually, the Ogun State governor released them. Yes, they have been doing that, and protests have continued because the protesters says until they see that there is no more SARS anywhere, there are still SARS everywhere. But they are trying to change their name from SARS to SWAT. SWAT, whatever they are going to give them as it's going to be the acronym. That is to tell you that those you see today as SARS, you won't see them as SARS anymore. They will begin to intimidate you after 2-3 months in the name of another name called SWAT. Before you, if you go home now and you let them do that, what will happen next is that in another 3 months, the same criminal that you protested against today, the same criminals you are seeing everywhere today, that you know them and even their names, you will see them back again under different name. This time around, many of you that they have already targeted on social media, off social media, they will come for you. That's why you have to be careful for what carrot and stick they are giving you. They are going to do a lot in the next few days. In the next few days, they are going to do a lot to make you stay convinced that in fact they want to do something. They are doing absolutely nothing. Trust me. While they are promising heaven and earth, their soldiers were busy in Abuja beating people up. They haven't started killing people yet. But tomorrow, I told you that yesterday. Last night, I said, give it time. They will pretend to be doing something, even though they are not doing anything. But eventually, you will begin to see soldiers on the streets. They are going to be friendly. They are not going to attack you. They are just going to intimidate you, just to make it look like, at least, you know what I mean? They are only waiting for order. The order is going to come in the next few days. Because as they are pretending to be doing something, even though they are not doing anything, they will expect you to stop protesting. They will tell you to go home, that they are already working on it. So many people who supported you for NSAS, many of them supported you, not because they actually want you to, but for clout chasing, in order for them not to be seen as not being part of it. But they are not part of it. They will begin to advise you to, in fact, stop protesting, give them time. If they fail to do it, we are going to protest again. My brothers and sisters, you will never protest again if you stop it now without seeing them, at least seeing those criminals standing trials, facing their victims, the families of those they have killed. facing them, seeing it live on TV. In fact, seeing them being investigated, that is the beginning of the healing. They are not going to give you that if you don't demand it. Let's take a tour. Ibadan was lively. Kaduna was lively. Port Harcourt was bubbling. Lagos was jiggling. They didn't kill anybody in Lagos today. They assaulted people in Abuja, threatened people, intimidated them. This time around, those were not soldiers. Those were not policemen. They were soldiers. While others are busy in the interior across the country, intimidating, arresting, harassing, and even assaulting young people as usual. We have a lot to catch up on. We'll be taking them one after the other. But there is this message from comedian Dino. I would like to start the conversation with that. I'll take you to Lagos. I'll take you everywhere, okay? And I'll be adding my own jara along the line. Grab your juice, like myself, because we're about to get started. Let's hear from Dino.
Fellow compatriots, I want to salute you in the course of our nation's history. Everyone that is involved in the EndSARS protests, I salute your courage, I salute your sagacity, I salute your patriotism. I don't want you to be deterred by indiscriminate shootings and killings. Mandela did it, MK Abiola did it, many martyrs have done it. This cannot stop, and I pray by the grace of God that we shall, at the end of the day, overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
Some a bit of encouragement from him, reaching out to the protesters, even though people are still coming for him too, and many like him. Thank you very much, Yemi Oluwo. I have seen your super chat there. So to all of you who are watching as well, if you are also seeing the super chat sticker right there under the comments on your screen, you can reach out too. It is a means of supporting the creators like us, like myself on YouTube, a means of supporting creative mind. And for those who actually love Maiyegun and you love what Maiyegun does, yes, it's another means of reaching out. So thank you, my good person there, Yemi Oluwo. So let us continue. So Dino will open the line for us tonight. So let's go to the next event. This time around, this was, I think, in Lagos. Take a look. Yeah, so that was the carnival-like atmosphere. I think that was in Lagos, the Lekki toll gates somehow. However, it was lively there in Lagos. People were more or less, the youth were out. It was massive, as you saw earlier. But here is another one, which is also from the event in Nigeria. So someone said that was in Limosho in Lagos as well. The thing don't turn to, national and international campaign to end SARS, but there's more that people are asking for. People don't trust the government. They don't trust any of those politicians. They want actions. They don't want words. Okay, and the government is not really doing that yet. Okay, but here's another one. Take a look. Sorry, that's also quickly taking a detour to Port Harcourt. Okay, you remember it said Wike told them that they should never come out to protest. This is their own introductory song when they started their protest 10 a.m. in Port Harcourt today, to start with. That was them sending the message to Wike. Wike, we are coming. We no go agree, we no go agree. Nobody you go tell us when to protest. I think I have several videos from Port Harcourt. Here is another one where the police in Port Harcourt, instead of them to attack the protesters, they were actually like guiding them as convoy. Watch.
Protest in progress going on. End SARS in Port Harcourt. End SARS in Port Harcourt. Going on live right now. Wow.
So still in Port Harcourt, okay? So there are more, right? But I'm going to take another detour, okay, to show you this next one. This time around, this was from Lagos today, and it was bubbling as well. Take a look. That's the second stanza of the national anthem. You know that, Nigerian national anthem. That was Lekki Toll Gate in Lagos today. There is more, you know, there are more actions that happened today. So after the people of Port Harcourt told Wike that, no, guy, stop him. If not joke, stop him. You cannot tell us not to protest against SARS. You told us yourself that you are against SARS. How can you then tell us not to protest? However, from Port Harcourt. It was so amazing. Now so it start to we will stop for Port Harcourt again because I get more from them.
Every junction, police day, police day. Hey, police day. Every junction, police day. Hey, police day.
every junction, police day, police day. That's them in Port Harcourt. No gun was shot, no gun was fired, or no shot was fired, as they say. So we are going to go back to Lagos in a moment. But eventually, we cannot shoot them. Wike ended up joining them. Listen to him.
Now let me tell you, I am the only state, the only governor who has come out to fight against SAF. And I said they must guard the SAF. No governor came out, not one came out that SAF should be scared. No, so fine. We have lost so many people in this state to the hands of SAF. No, so when I was shouting.
Baba comply. You no get choice. Now, because many of you never really use your power, ever, even try, until now. That is why if you give up, if you listen to them and say, give us time, if you give them small time, now for them to regroup, you will regret it. I think I have another clip of Wike, if it's not similar to this one. Listen.
SARS can never be my friend. I will never support SARS. We have never supported SARS. You understand me? I will never. I have challenged the police everywhere. No government in this country has challenged the police when government challenged the police. So all these governors now who come now to begin to join you who are supporting SARS. Why couldn't they say SARS for them? Why couldn't they say so? Why couldn't they say so? Nigeria would like to that to the gallery. I will not be a party to that. It is not only in this house. Every Nigerian should support the total reform of police.
Thank you. You know what I mean? Do the shalaye. They do shalaye. Someone who was bragging on Twitter last night, intimidating people that if you dare come out, government has banned protest. Is now there at the protest trying to say, we like to play to the gallery. But eventually, Baba cooperate, which is all that matters. And all that mattered, by the way. So, yeah, that's from, that's from Port Harcourt. Let me see the... Right. We are going to go to Abuja quickly. I told you that you are pushing the hand of those power-drunk criminals in charge of Nigeria. Come up, see, remove Buhari from the picture. It's not in the picture. Let's talk about those criminals who have hijacked power because of Buhari's senility, or because of Buhari's dementia. So let's take Buhari out of it. You are pushing their hand, and they are believing that now that the whole world knows about it, there's a threat of visa ban against all Nigerian politicians who have participated in attacking and killing, including police commissioners who supervised the killings of protesters in their states. So they are pretending to be doing something, but they are not doing anything, like I said. While they are running around like headless chickens. Their soldiers were in Abuja. They are running out of patience. Yes, they are running out. They are going to start attacking people soon. And they are going to replace the police, I told you. They want you out of that street. And they are going to send a warning in another maybe 24 hours, another 48 hours. They're going to tell you that you should leave and stop the protest. Some people will begin to back out. Those who are going to stay are indeed, we will have to face the soldiers. Watch out for that. But this happened in Abuja today. Where people... So they haven't started shooting yet. Their soldiers have not started shooting. They didn't come with so much guns because they have not received the order to start shooting. For now, they are still familiarizing with the protesters, trying to tell you that, oh, go this way, go that way. They will change them for everybody. very soon because they want you out of that street. They want protesters out of that street. They will ask for it in the next 48 hours that the protest should be over. Everybody should go home. Those who refuse to. We're going to see it, okay? There's no rush. I told you, everything is going to happen in sequence, bit by bit. Let us just keep keeping the record in the diary. That is why this place is called Maiyegun's Diary Politico, okay? They were beating protesters up. When they realized that the people were not fighting back and they started laying on the floor, on the ground, they decided to walk away. They were beating women. They are going to do it even worse from tomorrow. There's something I'm going to show you. Let's take another look at this. That is the National Assembly of Nigeria. Okay, I want to use this medium to send a shout out, and I want all of you to do same, to send a shout out to women who are participating in the End SARS Now protest in Nigeria. They have been so great. Are you talking about their level of mobilization, their level of endurance when the policemen have started attacking them, or what they have suffered, the assault, the abuse, you know what I mean? The sexual assault, assault they have suffered during this protest. But yet, many of them are joining, women, young ladies, young women, old women. They are making impact, encouraging that the young people should go on. And they need to be acknowledged, in all honesty. And I have about 2-3 of them who also made a very much impressive appearance today, protesting that NSAS is not just about the internet fraudsters. In fact, SARS in Nigeria work with the internet fraudsters, the Yahoo boys. According to some of the Yahoo boys, some of them have said that they would rather give their 100,000 naira to a SARS officer than for them to give that money to charity, because a SARS officer will indeed, protect them and give them information if they are looking for them. So SARS criminals in Nigeria work with Yahoo boys, but they go after innocent, hardworking young men and women. But women are taking the front, and I have to acknowledge that they have done a lot. Renu, the lady that survived the police assault in Lagos, in the Lagos State House of Assembly, when they were sleeping out for the first 3 days. A lady, she was the one who eventually amplified the NSAS Now protest that now got the attention of the whole world. A lady, Aisha, you have seen Aisha Yusufu. Aisha Yusufu had to return back from Scotland, where her children are currently schooling. She's staying with her children there. She had to go back to Nigeria to join the protest, and she's been so heroic. So many of them that are too numerous to mention. Now a few of them that you are going to hear from them tonight. So to you, my dear brothers, Daniel Ademola from Australia, that must be Aussie dollar. Thank you so much for that super sticker. Yes, if the super sticker is available in your area, you can use that to support Maiyegun's Diary Political platform. YouTube created that for us, and you can use that to reach out. So thank you again, Eniola Moronkeji. Thank you so much my person, for that super sticker as well. God bless you. And lastly, my other sister there, Oluwati Nukemi. God bless you. Thank you very much for that super chat and super sticker shout out. To all of you who have also copied this link and shared it on your different platform, thank you. So let us continue. There are more. Okay. So a moment. I have seen, maybe you should watch this too. A lady who was protesting because SARS killed her brother. Yeah? She made a present, and her present and statement is well acknowledged.
No more! No more! No more! If it's just my brother that was If it was just my brother that was missing, maybe 3 of them were taken. My brother and his 2 friends were taken since 2007, and we have not found them. End SARS. End SARS. No more SARS. We don't want SARS anymore.
They took a brother since 2007. Some of you don't know why some people are on the streets. And very soon they are going to start telling you that those people are overdoing it. There are so many families who can't find or actually explain what happened to their family members after they were arrested by the Nigerian police on trumped-up charges, mostly if they are unable to pay bribe. Okay? If they are unable to pay bribe. Nigeria police will tell you that bail is free. What is bail? Bail is bribe. In Nigeria, bail is bribe. So when they tell you bribe is free, it doesn't make any sense. And there's no way they have said they have reformed the police in Nigeria that ever reflect whatever they told you they would do. So they will take you, ask you for money. If you are unable to pay that money, they will torture you. And if you're unlucky, they will end up dropping you. They work with the judicial system in Nigeria, the judiciary, the ones that will not allow you to defend yourself or have a legal representation, but will listen to the police who brought you in and send you to jail. Do you get that? Police officers, the criminals, and all the police officers in Nigeria, when they get a hold of you and they want to take bribe from you, and they want that bribe, and you eventually feel like, okay, maybe if I get to court, I can defend myself. At least the court will allow me to explain what did I do. In court, you will not have the opportunity of explaining yourself. The court is going to be asking you for surety. A police officer that asks you to pay him a bribe of 100,000 naira that you don't have and you refuse, their court, when they take you to their court, their fake criminal court, fake criminal justice system, when they take you to their court is going to ask you to pay 1 million naira, 500,000 naira as surety before you can regain your freedom. So you that couldn't pay a police officer 50,000 naira bribe, and you go to court to get justice, in court, they will say you should go and pay 300,000 naira for bail. Many people ended up in prison, in different prison, awaiting trial. They couldn't pay their bribe. They couldn't pay the bail. And many people spent years. Some people died. That is the picture of Nigeria policing system. And that is the picture of Nigeria justice, criminal justice system. It is corrupt. It is tainted. It's evil. And you can be a victim. It doesn't matter your class or your social status. You can be a victim anytime. If Nigeria happened to you, my brothers and sisters, you are on your own. Comedian, I think you should listen to this as well. A message which is so detailed. And I think you should hear from her first before I speak.
Only police station for this best. Come on, boy. What ma ti kabu ela be? What ma rape we? Lórí pé wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n mú ẹ. Ṣé ru ayé tó yẹ ká máa gbé nìyẹn? Ẹ jọ ń lọ. Nínú tó lófin tó lọ́ba tó níjòyè. Tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ yàn bíyàn ni. Ó wá di pé gbogbo nǹkan yín líle ni. Gbogbo kọ́tà dé ń sọ yìí náà ó bá yín. Àmọ́ pé ẹlòmíì ní ẹgbàjú bóyá ẹlòmíì kan kò gbàjú 20,000 40,000 ẹlòmíì gbàjú àádọ́ta àmọ́ àwa náà ó wù wá pé kíjọba fún yín lówó nípa ibi tẹ́ ń gbé kò dá tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó yẹ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ kó yẹ kẹ́ sọ́ra yín di ọ̀tá ìlú nígbà tó sọ pé end SARS now láàrin end SARS now àtẹni ẹ ti gba tó èèyàn 15 ẹjọ́ nígbà tí wọ́n sọ pé èèyàn wọ́n ní ó ń ṣépè ní pé oníwàhálà ni ó sọ pé kò ní dá fún gbogbo àwọn tó lóun ṣépè ẹjọ́ kí ló ṣe yẹn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí a kì í ṣe ẹranko ibi orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ìlú Èkó kò ń ṣe inú gbọ́rú mọ́lẹ̀ sí àwọn ọdẹ tí wọ́n dẹ ìwò tí wọ́n dẹ ṣàìkúdé enough is enough ó ti tó.
Thank you. Shebi, you know a princess. She's a comedian or a comedian. What she was saying there, she was talking to the policemen in Lagos that these people are asking that the government should take care of you, that you should live a better life, you should get paid good money. You shouldn't be living like the most wretched dweller on earth. And while we are doing that, you have killed up to 15 people. That what is the problem? you are also affected. Your children live within the communities. Why are you so determined to protect what? They said NSAS, stop killing young people. Government should pay you good money, pay you insurance. Why are you attacking those who are asking for that? That was what she was saying there, a lady, a very determined lady. I have another one. Watch this.
Get a competent leadership. Right. How do we change the reorganization of the police?
Meanwhile, I'm going to come back to that. I want to take on another lady in Lagos who eventually protested, not because she's been a victim of SARS, so to say, but she protested for her own child's sake. Watch. She is a lady who protested that she has a daughter and she wants her daughter to be safe in Nigeria, in the country. Her daughter is a citizen of Nigeria, that shouldn't grow up living in fear like they are living in fear now. So, however, as a lady, this one is actually so detailed. I think you should listen to her. She's a daughter of a policewoman.
I am a police doctor. Police secondary school here is my school. My mom is a police officer, but I am standing against the police brutality. I am not standing against police as a whole. And police brutality. We have a voice. We voted you in. Stand for us. Stop threatening us. You want us to stand for us. Governor Wike, you are elected first. You're supposed to know more. This project is our voice. I am a police brother. I went to police secondary school Port Harcourt. I went to police secondary school Calabar. I understand everything about police. Stop brutalizing us. Stop all of this. We say no. We say no to SARS. And SARS. And police brutality. iPhone never gone. Esther never gone. I am a graphic designer. I have a laptop does not make me a criminal. For crying out loud, I am a graphic designer. Do I have to carry my receipts up and down? We are saying end SARS. We are not saying reform SARS. We are not saying end police. We are saying end police brutality. Stop harassing us. We are young people, we are youth, and we are vibrant. Because we are working hard doesn't make us criminals. Because I have a dread doesn't make me a criminal. Because I own an iPhone doesn't make me a criminal. All of us, we do hustle. I am a graphic designer. I am an entrepreneur. I am a student. I am not a criminal. I own a laptop. I am not a criminal. Self-employed. My name is Princess Iyemu, a student.
Thank you, Jare Princess. You don't talk and finish. So, meaning that the message was very clear from the onset. What the criminals have their way. Let me give you, because at some point, I think even Atiku says something about end SARS. If I manage to grab that video, I'll share it with you. But let's go to another part. Watch. So even in Ibadan, okay, Ibadan, your state, Delta State, Benin, Lagos toll gate, Lekki toll gate, even in Kaduna, people came out, right? Let me share this with you. In fact, before I tell you that, I think I should give you an opening on that. Even our own Biafran brothers and sisters decided to add some cultural and traditional spice to the protest. Watch this. I told you, there's Enugu, rivers, all over the place. Everyone is becoming aware and asking questions. And that is the purpose of the ministry. So our ministry is moving to the permanent site. We will wait while the whole thing unfolds. But this is a message too from I'm going to take you to Benin. You see that of the Benin boys, their own, special. But let me first take you to Delta, where the state governor eventually had to address the protesters. Take a listen.
Out a lot of pains, those pains that affect the psychic of an officer that makes him look inhuman, which ought not to be. So that means that even in the reformation, as we try to reform their minds, we must also find ways of treating them to also make them feel that they are also carrying out a duty that is appreciated. So there's a lot of common sense in what you said, and I must thank you for that. The other issue is the question that you asked that I threw back, and then the two persons that talked, both the female and the male, they actually hit the nail at the same point. What do we have to do here? First, simply, as it said, we need to find a way to have a complaints, not a boss, but a complaints committee that we can trust.
Yes,
that means that it has to involve all. So I offer that truly from the part of the police, the CP will nominate 2 persons. He will not be here forever, but at least as long as I'm here, there will be 2 persons from the side of the police. For me, I will nominate 1 person, and that person will be the Director General of Security. Then from the side of the youth.
Anyway, that was the Delta State Governor trying to add some offers onto the table, telling the protesters that what you want, we know. We will do something about it. They will stop killing you, this and that. But for Benin, when the Benin boys saw soldiers, then change music. You should watch this. It's so interesting.
We know the fight. We know God. 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 We know the fight. We know God.
Before you shoot, just know this. Oh, we know Hogan. Oh, we know the fight. Oh, but if the thing change, they could change them for you too. I like that. So I'm going to take you to another part. This time around, I want you to see the aerial view of Lekki Toll Gate in Lagos today, where people converged for the NSAS protest. Just a view. You know what I mean? Just a view. I told you, it's just a view. They don't look too much, Abi. They actually shut down Tinubu business in Lagos. Do you not know that that's Tinubu's business? That they block the road. That toll gate. Now where Tinubu they collect his daily job is that. Lekki Toll Gate. They make hundreds of millions of naira there every day. But the protesters, for the 4th days now, they have been shutting down that Tinubu's job. I don't know how long Tinubu is going to be calm, but that happened. That's why I said you should see it. Just see what happened. Tinubu's business. Let's go to another one. Here's another one I think you should see before I say anything.
To hold them by their words. We are going to hold them by what they have said. Many times they have made promises like this before, and this is why this is lingering. Now we want them to know that whatever promise they make this time, they must keep it. Yeah. Everybody say it's a more. It's a more. It's a more. And because of this, So many unfortunate things happened yesterday. And because of those unfortunate things that happened yesterday, I did an article directly to the presidency and make sure that he addresses all of us that are protesting to end SARS and to ensure that extrajudicial killings are investigated and those that have been killed in error compensated. And that is why we are here. They must hear our voice this time. They must reckon with us this time. And I was not surprised. Oh, you want to clap? Clap for yourself. Let's clap for ourselves. Nigeria was almost like a country and a nation without young people. But this time, they have seen that there are young people. And that we are not looking for a future of tomorrow. The future we desire is now. The future we desire is now. If it is only through a struggle of peaceful protest like this, I'm not going to ask you to sheath your sword because nobody here is carrying a sword. I'm not going to ask you to remove your magazines and put them in your pocket because nobody here is carrying an AK-47. All of us have our hands and our hands are empty with only our phones, and we speak with one voice. Everybody say one voice. 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 One voice.
One voice. One voice. That's the spirit. Abi, now they watch me, you dey listen to all the clips, Abi. You can hear the protesters themselves, what they are demanding for. They know that they are lying. And they know until they see them do what they said they want or they will do, the protest will not end. It's as simple as that. I like that man of God anyway. That's the kind of man of God I'll go to his church. Okay. But I think we should stop by in Ibadan. This should cover Ibadan for us. But I have another clip of that lady with a child earlier. I think this one covers that. Cover that better. Take a look.
For her child, because she is Nigeria. For her child, for her child.
I suffered. My brother is not going to suffer.
Amen.
My brother can be a victim of rape by this animal.
Yes.
And nothing will happen. He can eventually be our president or president. A man who is drunk is a police officer.
Yes.
How do I explain to my daughter that a guy who is intoxicated with hard drugs is a police officer?
Yes.
How do I see a police officer wearing slippers?
You know what I mean? That's a mother. She's a known face, by the way. So I like her spirit. And I love the army. I love her message. You should too. You know what I mean? Because the police officers in Nigeria, once they arrest a lady, they are going to rape her. I'm telling you, no joke. If that sounds somehow to you, it's not a joke. If you should sleep in the police custody in Nigeria as a lady, for whatever, anything they pick you up for, especially when they intentionally go on the street to, you won't believe it. They intentionally go and arrest their ladies across the country just to rape them, threaten them, intimidate them that they will kill them. So she knows what she's talking about. And that's why I said, if you're a mother, today mothers are actually going out there to protest, not for themselves, but for their children. I think this is Ibadan. Let's take a look. That is that. I'll take you to another one. Okay, for you to just see to just have a glimpse of what happened all over the country, especially some of us who always wait for a moment with Maiyegun, where we can always use it raw, uncut, unedited, as we have been doing. Let's take another tour to another. Meanwhile, there's a Nigerian, a Canadian Nigerian, who is a police officer. He's been into policing. He's been to police training colleges and all of that in Canada. is now offering an advice to those who pretend to be your leaders in Nigeria. You want to fix the problem? You should do this. Take a watch.
Get a competent leadership. Right. How do we change the reorganization of the police force? How do we balance it? How do you give more autonomous power to the police in each state instead of somebody sitting in Abuja and directing someone in Benin? So that's what we should be fighting for. And SARS is the beginning. So the larger picture is the IG have to go. We have to change the incompetence of the leadership. We need to pay police more. We need to see how we recruit them. That's what we should be fighting about. So don't stop. Don't give up. Thank you for coming. I have to come. Instead of just testing, I said, let me show up and show my appreciation and my support to my fellow Nigerians.
I appreciate you. Thank you, officer. Thank you. I hope they listen, and I hope the protesters amend their demand. If you want things to work, there are ways they can work. If they want things to work. Jonas Agbodike, my brother, thank you very much. Oh, I don't know which currency is this, but thank you, because I can see your super chats there. God bless you. So yeah, let us continue. I've got more to share with you on what happened all over the world, in Nigeria, all over Nigeria, Kaduna, and everywhere. As much as we have them on a short clip like that. Maybe you should watch this too.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! We are not afraid of you! We are afraid enough! We are not afraid of you! We are not afraid of you! We are afraid enough! We are afraid enough! We are the citizens are afraid enough! Shame on you people! Shame on you! Shame on you! They touch me!
You get what I mean? Their soldiers are going to try and be patient and try and pretend for a few hours. From tomorrow, you will begin to get signals coming from everywhere. The soldiers that are laughing with you. In Ibadan today, soldiers were with people. They were marching with people. The same soldier will march with you today. They will march with you tomorrow. By this time in 48 hours, you go see them be different ones. So don't lose guard. Let us go forward. This is also in Abuja, where the soldiers are trying to intimidate the people, going back and forth, trying to let them know that they can start anytime. But take a look. The testing ground. You know, just testing mic. Well, I like mixing this up. It's good. So that you will know that as they go for this side, no, so they go for that side. Their soldiers are pretending, but they are warming up. They are now trying to get the names of those soldiers they are going to dispatch or deploy for quelling the protest, because that is what it's going to lead to. The protesters are asking the government that they want to see them in action. They want to see actions. They want to see government doing something, not just telling them. So the government is saying, well, it's going to take time before you can see what we are doing, but we are going to do something. We are going to do everything you want. Now, the government is going to tell the people to go home so that they can do something. The people are going to ask that the government must do something first. Now, there the soldiers could come in. It's not hard. You don't need to be a pastor. You don't need to be, you know what I mean? The thing where they go on, Baba, I even have it from our, what do you call it, our NRC senior moms. They have joined the protest too. And in fact, you will hear from them this evening. Let's go to another one. But before I continue, there's one I want you to listen to. It's a very short one from Professor Lumumba. Professor Lumumba from, I don't know. However, I think you should listen to him. Take a look. Take a look.
The day Nigeria wakes up, Africa will never be the same again.
Probably this is the time from Professor Lumumba. So he said, the day Nigeria wake up, Africa will not remain the same again. That is another call. Let us take it further. There's a message from a former police officer, maybe he's still a police officer, or he's a senior police officer that managed to grab his own statement today on NSAS. It's detailed somehow. Just take a listen. And when he begins to say rubbish, I'll get rid of that, okay? But take a listen to this.
Mr. President has also spoken. But in all this, I think they have probably forgotten to talk to the policemen. We cannot be having this sort of conversation and policemen are still on the streets shooting at protesters. This is very funny. I can't understand. I was expecting by now that most likely we could have taken the police off the streets, bring in some other security agencies, whether they belong to the force, bring them out to help escort the protesters. Let us begin to take steps now that will make the protesters begin to have some level of confidence in government. Because the whole thing ongoing right now boils down to a high deficit in trust. Trust deficit is the problem now. The president has spoken, even though as far as I'm concerned, he has not addressed the nation yet on this issue. Whatever the comments he made to me were just side comments. I expect the president to address the nation specifically on the ongoing situation in the country. I think that will give a big boost to whatever the government intends to do. What is the way forward for the nation or for government or for the police is that yes, we should immediately begin to embark on the reforms we've talked about. And even at that, one begins to wonder who is reforming who. Is it the police force that is reforming SARS or SARS that is reforming the police force? Because even the entire police force calls for reforms. Okay?
Thank you. Pretty much a very good and valid points there that he made. And that's why I cropped that out and decided to share with you. Yes, you don't have precedent, obviously, but whatever happens, at least they should have taken their policemen off the street. That is what's going to happen very soon. And then whoever, like I said, any security agents and whatever they want to send out there, they should at least just be there to what? To protect the protesters, not attack them, not arrest them, not be looking at how to kill them. You know what I mean? Very good and valid point. Let me take you through another one. Take a look at this.
We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights. What do we want? Answer! 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 Answer!
How many people Soja go kill you? You know what I mean? That's Ibadan as well, where the Ibadan people came out a lot today. It was massive. Get what I mean? Here's another one.
Being done anywhere in any part of the world, only in this country. So it's totally unacceptable.
With the ban, what do you think needs to be done now?
Well, there is need for them to reform the police, actually, to make it more civil. Thank you.
Every institution in Nigeria needs some reform, from civil service to the police, indeed even to the military. In other words, we should pay attention to what is happening in each of these institutions. And I'm happy that Nigerians have begun now to really think about what they can do to make government do what they want the government to do.
That's Atiku. So Atiku also lended his voice. Who is going to say this is wrong? Except the APC members. You know those APC liars, APC criminals. your ministers, all those people, all those criminals that come to lie to you every now and then. Eh? Can you see any of them now? They've disappeared. Yeah, Atiku can talk because he will tell you, I'm not the president. I would probably have done something if that was me, but I'm not. Exactly. It should be civil. You know what I mean? As if to say they left a civil police for Buhari when they were there for 16 years. We should never forget that too. Yeah? For 16 years, the police in Nigeria was never reformed. They became more and more deadlier and more, you know, dangerous as they have now become. But yeah, we should do something. Very good. Let me go back to my people on the street. You should check this, because after this video, I'm going to take you to our mama who are actually like praying for the protesters, because they too, they don't leave the coven. They come outside today to say end SARS, end SARS. Now they are no say the thing don't enter, firebrand now. So watch this.
iPhone not be gone. iPhone not be gone. I drive car not be gone. How many people Sassy go kill? How many people Sassy go kill? How many people Sassy go kill? Not fear, not fear, not fear. How many people Sassy go kill? How many people Sassy go kill? How many people Sassy go kill?
I think that was in Ibadan too. So where people felt like, well, don't fear them all. They're not going to do anything. And Seyi Makinde, true to his word yesterday, the protesters in Ibadan today had their protest peacefully. Large number of people turned up, and there was no attack so far reported. If there is any, you will eventually get to know on this platform. Let's take a look. I mean, let's take a quick detour again to go and see the NRC community, the witches, and our other praying mothers who came out to give their own cultural, spiritual blessing to the protest. Give a shout out.
I'm you. Thank you.
Yeah, they were there, adding their own contribution to the protest. Come here, let me pray for you. Or your parents will, you will not die young. Go, your parents will reap the benefit. I mean, sorry, the what's it called again? How do they put that? The reward of their sweat or their labor. You know what I mean? Praying for them that they will not kill you. Come here. That is a protest where everybody is using everything they have to get what they are looking for. The only deaf and dumb person is Buhari, who doesn't speak, who doesn't talk, is an effigy, just like an effigy. You know what I mean? Like that. So everyone is concerned except Buhari. Let's take another look, because a lot happened, like I said, and this is one of them. There's the young people there. They are busy protesting, and they are also taking care of the policemen who are not attacking them. They were giving them food, giving them water, and they are doing their own protest there until the government answered them. That is exactly how it should be. You know what I mean now? That's how it should be. A government should listen. The police should protect the peaceful protesters. If there's anyone who actually commits any crime during the protest, they should be handed over to the police. No mob action, no gun firing. How can you end police SARS and they are still out there carrying gun? Who gave them the gun? Do they not have names? Do they not have commanders? Do their commanders have no names? Then who are these guys? Who are they working for? That the president of the country gave an order and they are still on the street. It's so funny, ridiculously funny, that a criminal SARS officer will tell you that it will kill you and nothing will happen. If you like, you can call the president. That's how confident they are. Because yes, they will kill you. and the president will never know about it because it's in Nigeria. Let's go another tour. You know, I told you I've got so many. When I play you this, I'll have my own my own chara.
How many people Sassy go kill? How many people Sassy go kill? How many people Sassy go kill? He not go kill us, tire. He not go kill us, tire. He not go kill us, tire. How many people Sassy go kill?
That is the young men and women in Ondo, Akure, precisely, or to be precise, just like, you know, I was told. Everyone is on the street asking for the same thing, but eventually they are not yet asking for everything. There are still more that the government is going to push them to ask for, okay? Meanwhile, I told you why it is your right to protest, but except if you are under a military government. Although your government pretends to be a democracy, but you know that you have a militocracy where the gerontocrats are now ruling over you in a system called gerontocracy. So the gerontocrats ruling over you in place of democracy called gerontocracy, right? Old people, government of old people, by the old people, for the old people, gerontocracy. That's what they are doing. So under such a government, you have no right except the right that they tell you have. Even if it is written in the book that they call the law book, that you have this right, they will tell you, no, you don't. But for the sake of those who are watching us, while we give a shout out to Aisha Yesufu has been a standing, this image has come so viral that Aisha Yesufu iconic image, and I just thought I should point that out. This is what your constitution says about protest. No one can tell you when to protest. They can't tell you what to protest about. They cannot tell you how long you should protest. In fact, you can protest from January to December simply because there's no toothpaste to use. If it pains you, you can protest. The law says that the government must protect you. But there's also that fake law they made that says for the sake of national unity, they can withdraw that right from you, the right to assemble peacefully, protest as long as you want. Well, yeah, that's the one they are now using. Until the people said enough. I hope you won't give up. Read this. What your constitution say about suppress the protest. If they are all trash, they will write a new law if you demand for it. They will write a new constitution that really, really acknowledges you as a citizen. The one that gives you this right that no politician, no matter how mad he is, will never be able to touch. Most importantly, Nigeria won't give you that. Let's be honest. Nigeria will never give you that. It's like asking for too much to them. But if you can use this momentum to push for it. Maybe you can have it. And if you can't have it, join those who would like to have Nigeria end, so that they don't end up being offered in their own country to stop protesting, being offered money to stop protesting against things that affects them and affects millions like them all over the place, like this that happened, according to the report from Uyo, when the young people were protesting and the state governor came. It was, in fact, according to reports, offering to give them 5 million naira and they should go home. They shouldn't be at the government house. True of us, this happened. That's them, the youth, shouting down on their governor as a Yahoo boy. I think they said he came to address them. And as usual, because all they know, all these politicians, all they know is just money. They will tell you, we'll give you money, you will shut up. You look at this one, you are hungry. Do you want some money? We'll give you money and you shut up. Because all they have is money. They have nothing. Average Nigerian politician have nothing to offer you. He will offer you money. He will brag about how much money he has. But he can never tell you how he made the money. Because he made it from looting, from stealing. You know why? The system allowed him to do that. The system permitted her to do that. And for you, asking him questions to explain why he's spending the money like that, you are just, what? You are just stupid. You should take money rather than ask questions. So eventually the youth, you saw what happened there. They didn't take his money. They called him a Yahoo boy. Let me show you another one from this field of NSAS campaign in Nigeria today.
I've been requested. But I would have been with you earlier. I had to go to Abuja. I went back there to see things for myself and also to visit with the cabinet of Abuja and to also meet with his family.
That's Sheyi Makinde meeting with the protesters in, today in Ogbomoso, as well as in Ibadan. So it was a great and then a massive, protests across the country today, including Kaduna. Let me see if I have the Kaduna video. No, I don't. I didn't put that up. Probably I'll share that with you some other time. But this is from Lagos. And it is from Lekki toll gates in Lagos today. Just one of those, okay, a random one. So this is where I'm going to draw the curtains tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and open the line. I think we should hear from ourselves, your reactions, how you feel about what is going on. For those who know that, the end is coming gradually. It is going to look like it's going to be forever. Do not rush. Buhari came to divide Nigeria. Buhari came to divide Nigerians further. Buhari came to loot, to kill, and to divide. He's done the first two, and they are doing so well on that. So the next is to fulfill, fulfill the dream, fulfill the prophecy of breaking up Nigeria without shooting a gun. That's something that I'm going to hold back until the event unfolds. I just want to carry you along as we go the journey. Will this be the end? Can they pull it off? Can they stop the protest? Will the protest stop on its own? Can they win the trust of the people? Can people trust them again? There are so many questions to ask, and there are so many things that will still happen. Will their soldiers be on the street, like I said, from tomorrow No, you don't have to wait till tomorrow. They are already on the streets. The question you should ask yourself, would their soldiers start attacking people too? Well, we are waiting to find out. And that is why we will continue to keep it all safe on the diary until we find out how much they can pull this off. How much they can pull this off and how long it will last. Or how long are you going to push them to react to what they would love to do genuinely, if not because of social media that has given so much coverage to what is going on? There are so many questions to answer. Thank you to every one of you who took our time to join me tonight. I'm going to see you some other night. Most importantly, I'm going to see you tomorrow before noon. And if I manage to get that up, yes, we will have our time then. Thank you to all my super chatter, super stickers. Listen, if you haven't really subscribed onto Maiyegun's Diary Politico, yes, you have just last minute now to do it, or else you may miss the next video. And I don't think you want to, do you? No, okay. So again, to those of you who have been reaching out to help our sister in Dubai, her visa has now officially run out. She has officially, she's currently, or let me say officially, without the working or resident visa in Dubai. I don't know how this is going to be pulled off. I don't know how we're going to get this over. So far, so good. Every one of you who have reached out, we have been able to get up to, so far, probably £190, less than £200. So we can approximate that to be £200. I don't know how much that is in dollars or in the money in Dubai, but I'm still holding on to that. You can reach out if you know you can make a substantial difference. Use the PayPal. It is easier. Yes, every penny counts. Every little help. We appreciate to hear from you. I'm off tomorrow. Definitely, I will have enough time to chase this up. To all of you, who took your time out tonight, don't forget, we'll go meet again tomorrow. And as usual, no be Naija. They say problem, no they finish. About drink your beer. Drink your beer. Problem, no they finish. Maybe this time around, problem go soon they finish, at least for the first time. But until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Presido bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Igbó nìna kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀.